Who is Ahsoka's bird, and why is she so important? If you're a Star Wars fan, you've probably noticed this bird right here across multiple different shows, but surprisingly, she only seems to be around when Ahsoka is. Well, this bird was named Morai, and you might have recognized her in the new Ahsoka series, but she's actually had more appearances in the past. We can see Morai in the Clone Wars at the end of Season 7 when she looked down upon Darth Vader. Not only this, but she's also made appearances in Star Wars Rebels and in The Mandalorian, moments before Ahsoka encountered Din Djarin for the first time. But who is this bird and why is she so important? Well, let's get right into it. Morai was a female Convor bird that served as a protector to Ahsoka. The story of Morai dates way back even beyond the Clone Wars. Dating back to around 100,000 years before the Battle of Yavin, there were a group of Celestials that were known as the Ones, or better known as the Mortis Gods. If you want a deep dive of everything about them, I did attach a video up above that should help you out a little bit. But anyways, these gods consisted of the Father, the Daughter, and the Son. The Son embodied the dark side of the Force, the Daughter embodied the light side of the Force, and the Father was the balance between his two children. Now, these beings were immortal, but there was only one thing that could kill them, and this was called the Dagger of Mortis, and I'll get into that shortly. During the Clone Wars, Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Ahsoka Tano were stranded on the planet of Mortis and were brought before the Celestials because the Father believed Anakin to be the chosen one. By the end of their time there, the Son had taken control of Ahsoka and possessed her with the dark side. During this event, he ended up killing her in the process. The Son then went to strike down the Father with the Dagger of Mortis, but the Daughter got in the way to save the Father's life, and it ended up killing her instead. In her final moments, the Daughter only had one final wish, and that was to save Ahsoka's life. She then transferred her remaining life force into Ahsoka in order to save her, and from this moment on, the Daughter then lived in Ahsoka. By the end of Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Ahsoka's time there, the Father and the Son would die as well. But unlike them, the Daughter actually lived through Ahsoka. So this is where Morai comes into place. Morai was known to have spiritual ties to the Daughter, and while her history with her is unknown, many believe Morai was a servant to her. Ever since the Daughter began to live in Ahsoka, Morai would follow and protect Ahsoka throughout the years. As mentioned earlier, the last we see Morai is in the Ahsoka series, where she guides Ahsoka on where to go. It's very interesting to think about, considering that we also see the statues of all three Mortis gods at the end of this finale as well. The Son on the right, the Father in the middle, and it looks like the Daughter on the left, but her appearance seems to have crumbled in a way. It's like the statue is gone for some reason. This leads us to believe that the reason for this is because she now lives in Ahsoka, meaning her successor has already been fulfilled. The Father did tell Anakin during the Clone Wars arc that he would one day replace him, so maybe now Anakin will indeed replace the Father. With that said, I also believe Ahsoka will replace the Daughter now and become the true embodiment of the light side of the Force. But anyways, that's up for debate still, and only time will tell. I hope this video helped you learn a little bit more about Morai, but I want to know from you, do you think Ahsoka will now replace the role of the Daughter, or do you think otherwise? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you always.